do this. It's Monday again, y'all. We back down here to the Almond Delights Reading Corner. This week, we'll be reading Muse, a love and gospel music novel by yours truly, Mr. Timothy Blaine. Why don't you guys go over to Amazon.com, download your books today. Don't forget to leave a review, y'all. And while you're over here at YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Mr. Timothy Blaine. Y'all go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, AlmondBrown09, over on Instagram. Email me. We over here reading, y'all. Are you ready? Hello, and welcome back down to the corner. It's been so long since we've been down here. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Almond Delights Reading Corner. I am your girl, Miss Almond Brown 09. Welcome back down here. I swear I have not been down here in forever. Like, why y'all leave me like that? Why y'all leave me? Hi, Shadia. Hello, a Japanese chair. I'll be wanting to call you Japanese cherry cherry blossom. Japanese cherry made in the bushes. Hello to Angela. Hello, Katorbe. Hi, hun. How are you? So, y'all, we back down here reading Muse again. Lord Jesus, it's been so long since we read this thing. Y'all remember what's going on? Do y'all remember what's going on? Girl, listen. Y'all normally out on girl, I was way outside. Baby, I was all in somebody else's backyard, okay? Baby, I was over there, across that way over there, by somebody else's backyard. So that's where I was at. But thank y'all for coming back down here to the corner. I know it's been a whole lot of going on, but y'all here. Y'all here. So, we're gonna start back. Hey, Miss Marla. We're gonna start back reading. Y'all know we were dealing with the characters in the book. Curtis, he's having issues with remembering what's inside his head, who inside his head. So we know it left off with Lord, what was the lady name? Hold on, what was her name? He trying to figure her out. Where she? Oh, Bianca. We try to figure out who Bianca is now because Bianca is somewhere, girl, somewhere. Okay. So, anyways, we're gonna start. We're on chapter 9 now. We have a few more weeks left of the book, but we are on chapter 9 of the Muse. So you guys sit back, relax, get your libations, your drinks, whatever, or your second device, because I know how y'all are. But chapter 9, honey, whew, I'm hot already and it ain't even start. Chapter 9, the Demon Slayer. Oh, and disclaimer, there may be some cussing, and some other grown-up things going on in this book, but hopefully, we'll be okay. Hold on real quick, you guys. I'm so sorry. Normally I don't do this. Shout out to everybody that may be listening to us over on Anchor, but I have to do this really quickly. Hold on to your love. And if it starts to buffer, just go out and come back in, child. Y'all know my internet do be a little ghetto sometimes, but don't judge it. That's just the way it is. I have to call the people. It's something called a leaking cable or something. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever the internet cable line. The internet cable line is something going on with it. But anyways, I'm back. Okay. I had to do something. The Demon Slayer. Hey, come on in, said Pastor Brown, greeting me as I stepped into his office. I'm really sorry for having to cancel on you yesterday. An emergency. That's okay, I said. How's the deacon? Not great. This was his second heart attack in the last couple of years. Deacon Baker, a good man and a good friend. Please add him when you pray tonight. So, I guess you're wondering why I asked you to come down here, Carson. Oh, I call him Curtis. Carson. Kinda. Kinda. As in you've got some idea? We both know something strange happened on Sunday, Pastor, I said. I couldn't help but notice that when we prayed along together, you kept your arms folded tight around you. If I didn't know better, I think you were afraid to touch me. Afraid is not the right word, he said. Are you a believer, Carson? Yeah, sure. I believe in God, the Trinity. I'm not exactly sure if I believe everything the way the church would have me to believe it, Pastor Brown. I said, I'm not even sure I should claim a perfect grasp of understanding based on Bible stories. I don't mean that disrespectfully, Pastor. I understand it's the job of the preacher to preach the book. An intelligent man, he said. I don't think a man's intelligence is of much use in the kind of fight you're in, brother. Fight? Oh, yes, it's a fight. Let's be clear there. I like very much to help you whip this thing you're up against, brother. But in the end, I don't have much power. Nothing like the kind you're going to need. I'm not following you, Pastor, I said. Sure, I've got a few issues. I think most people have a few things they need to work on, but let's not waste time, Carson. We've got work to do. First up, this I believe in God stuff is not going to work. At least not in your case. There's not nearly enough power in so general a statement. Tell me about Jesus. Now, here we go. Here we go where? This is a Christian church. I'm a Christian and a Christian pastor. Can I assume you're a Christian as well? Yeah, but, well, I. Right, he said. Well, the first thing we need to do is figure out exactly what a Christian is. More to the point, what it means to wear his cross. Could we just talk like regular people for just a bit, Pastor Brown? I said. I mean, before we get into all the religious stuff, you're right. I believe I'm in serious trouble. Yes, we'll talk and I'll counsel you, brother. And of course, we're going to pray together. In fact, I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of praying. All of those will happen. All of those will happen after you've read the book of John and at least one of the other gospels. Huh? But you don't even know. I know you have a demon. I've seen it, he said. This is not a game, Carson. This thing is dangerous. In a millisecond, I saw violence. Read the books, brother. They serve a purpose. Pastor Brown, with all due respect, I'm 34 years old, was involved in church for a lot of those years. You think I'm not already familiar with the New Testament? Are you? Do what I've asked of you, brother. Don't call me until you're ready. Huh? Okay, all right. So the books are pretty short. Can we do it now? No, not us. You, he said, standing. Even the power of Jesus Christ can help you, brother, if you don't believe in your heart that he can. I'm hoping I'll hear from you tomorrow. Okay, quiet, everybody, yelled Sky from the third row center seat. Keep in mind, this will be the last rehearsal before opening. If you screw up anything, keep moving. That would include sprains and or fractures, people. All right, chorus, 30 seconds on the green light. He was yelling over the already playing introduction. In a moment, heavy drapes parted center stage. Scott could only sit through the opening dance number before rushing backstage. He and Dallas sang their first of three duets during the first act. The Overton Theater was huge and quite beautiful, 480 seats, three-quarters of which were pre-sold for opening night. We were expecting a full house by curtain. Oh, how I wish I could have been up there with them. While it's true, I recognize and fully accept I'm not the least gifted with any sort of performance talent. That doesn't mean a man can't fantasize. Two, 22 dancers filled the stage for the opening number. It was spectacular. Everything was spectacular. The dancers, singers, actors, choreography, the sets, everything came together in such a polished and magical way. I never dreamed I would ever be involved in something so. When Sky and Dallas took the stage, I teared up. Just as the final curtain came down, he leaned up from the seat behind me. Congratulations, he said, holding my shoulders while kissing the top of my head. Looks like you've written Stratton's very first hit musical, my friend. So much for the he straight argument. Scratch, where did you come from? I asked. Hey, how long have you been? I've been here a while, he said. Don't want to distract you. Now pull yourself together, Carson. We've got a surprise for you. We? Scratch Wilson then took me by the hand. This was surprise enough. As we stepped into the green and black Art Deco lobby of the theater, Dallas, Scott, and many of the cast members were crowded around a huge red draped something or other. What's all this? I asked of no one in particular. Okay, yelled Sky. One, two, three. The draping was pulled off. Everyone broke into a jazzed up version of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. It was so beautiful. My books, my children, all five of my novels. There were hundreds of copies, all stacked on varying levels against a miniature replica of the musical set. I did know there would be book signings at the intermission and at each performance. I never dreamed it would be so elaborate a setting. Let's give it up for the architect, yelled Dallas. Mr. Scratch Wilson. Yeah, you? You did this for me? I said, turning around to face him. I don't know what to. He put his arms around me, pulled away just a bit, and then he kissed me. I mean, he kissed me. The room erupted with applause. Thank you for seeing me again, Doctor, I said. It's good to see you again, yes, yes, said Dr. Epstein. So let's not waste time. You will tell me why you chose to stop coming, yes? So much has happened, Doctor. I don't know where to start. You evade the question, yes, yes. Okay, so begin where you will, Carson. The Muse is still around. Not as much as before, but he's still popping in. I've kind of gotten used to him. You say this casually, said Epstein. You have better understanding? I guess. He's a dream and a daydream. Tell me he's not always going to be around. Figured I'd just take him at his word. It's not like he's trying to hurt me. In fact, go on. This thing is a lot more complicated than I've got serious, maybe even dangerous problems, Dr. Epstein. I need help. The medications? What are you taking now? Nothing, I said. As in, absolutely nothing. Go on, he began writing in his notebook. That fire in San Francisco, does either of us really believe that was just a coincidence, Doctor? I mean, what are the odds of me being there, on the scene, right there in the middle of it? Why would an empty apartment, and an apartment that had been empty for a couple of weeks, which just happened to be my apartment, just spontaneously burst into flames? That case, the case for arson, it is still open, yes? Come on, Epstein. You're not really going to pretend they weren't here. There are ethical rules, he said, boundaries that must be maintained. Since you have brought this up, yes, yes, I will tell you. Arson investigators have come here to the office. And I wouldn't see them. They know the laws as well. Doesn't stop them from trying. A warrant for something like what we're talking about? Not likely. I wasn't lying when I said I knew something about the fire, Doctor. You've got to believe me. Yes, yes, there's work to be done, he said. I think it's time we consider hypnosis. Oh, no, that would never happen. Not a chance. The incident with your friends, I am familiar with. The incident? I said. Is that what you call what happened with that sick motherfucker? Well, that's just never going to happen. We may as well move on. But you want me to help you? Yes. Surely you don't think something like, he said, back off, asshole. Carson, I'm only trying to help you understand. Damn, are you hard of fucking hearing or just old and stupid? Carson? Carson Elliott. No, no, yes, yes, no, fucking no, yes, yes. That must have been some set of schools you went to. Yes. Fuck. Tell me your name, said Dr. Epstein. Well, it sure as hell ain't no wussy ass Carson Elliott. You're a female? Boy, you really are smart. My name is Bianca. And don't pretend you don't know about me. Why now, Bianca? Why the hell not? Look, dum dum, I'm only going to say this once. This is over. If Wussy Man drags me back into this office again, I'll be bringing gas cans and a flame with me. It was you, said Epstein. You caused the fire? Yes. Bingo! Kill the yes. Yes, crap down, old man. Gets on my fucking nerves. Of course I burned that dump. You think Wussy Man? Why? Why would you burn his apartment? What did you destroy, Bianca? Am I going to have to hurt you, old man? Maybe burn some of those whiskers and wrinkles off your fucking skull? I told you. Back the fuck off. Oof. Carson, Carson Elliott, yelled Epstein. Carson Elliott. You bitches deserve each other. You've been warned, asshole. Back off. I felt as though I was waking from a deep sleep. I knew something was wrong. Something had happened. Epstein was staring at me like I had three heads. Why was I sweating? Carson, what happened? I asked. Oh, God, what's wrong with me, doctor? You're okay. Yes, yes, said Epstein, holding his stare. You're okay, my friend? I don't remember. You spoke with me. You spoke with the Muse? He was here? No. Carson, this is highly unusual. I need to ask you to remain here in the office while I need to consult with a colleague. Are you calling the police, Dr. Epstein? No, no, of course not. You will wait, yes? Swear to me you're not calling the police. A perfect place to hide opened with a bang. Not one bad review, not even one bad remark appeared in print as far as I could tell. Full house for all three LA performances. The Overton Theater was not eager to see us on the move, and in fact, presented a very generous offer for the show to continue. We had to decline as we were under contract for the following 6 weeks. The next stop was San Diego. To be honest, I didn't want to go. The novel and CD concession could easily be manned by someone else. But with my greedy little ass, but when my greedy little asswipe of a publishing house saw the receipts for just 3 nights, something significant had happened in Dr. Epstein's office. Although he was vague and had insisted we not open up a discussion with limited time and other patients waiting in his lobby, I knew something important had happened. That look on his face, the way he seemed to be studying me in the final moments of the session, it wasn't until Mrs. Shelby started penciling me in for the following day that it dawned on me. Oh shit. We were on the road in the morning. You never finished the story, Edna, I said, while continuing to pack my luggage as she folded. Which one that, baby? Said Edna. Edna just starting to get old now. You were telling me about your daughter, Rosemary. Oh, yeah. Where I left off the story, baby. That guy. A man was trying to. Okay, like I was saying, I come to the Lord, right begging that night, she said. Rosemary missing. Clothes gone out the closet. I know she with that Geechee. I pray God, please bring her back. Let her mind not be ruined. Of course, I tell my boys go out looking. They found her? Don't do no bit of good to rush the story, baby. Well, everything go bad to worse. My boys split on their search. What you know, it be Leroy found them. My boy Leroy, 18-year-old, damn near 300 pounds. Well, he tell it, he only bring his daddy's old shotgun, case to get you try to run. Though he young, Leroy way too big for running. Somebody got hurt? That where God come in, baby. Leroy cornered that fool sneaking out that back window at the Motel 6. My Leroy say the fool come with him with some switchblade knife. He weren't planning on killing him, but he sure enough pulled the trigger. Oh my God, Edna. That old shotgun his daddy left behind locked up on him. Nothing come out that barrel. Wow, that's some start. Geechee still got the knife, she continued. He trying real hard to pull it on Leroy. Then, bam, he drop on the ground. Rosemary bring him down with a 2x4 to the back of his head. She killed him dead. She killed him? Sure enough. Kill him dead as a doornail. You ask me, that girl done the world a big favor. Oh my God, Edna, what happened? I get the call from the old cracker sheriff I told you about, she said. He said get myself down to the Motel 6 right quick. Baby, I get there, see everything happen. I real close to my heart give out on me. Leroy sitting in the back of the police car. Rosemary over on the porch in front of the motel room. That get you? Laid out. Oh, it real bad, baby. I know he dead because they got that blanket over his face. Blood soaking all the way through. I know my family over now. I crying close to stereo. Self-defense, she was trying to. God changed his name that night, she said. Huh? I said. Whose name? You said he was dead, right? No. The sheriff for that night, Edna never got nothing good to say about that man. Always a cracker or worse. I've never even know his name. Well, after that night, he always Sheriff Reed. I was asked him to call me Edna. What happened? He tell old Edna. Of course, I weren't too old back then. Say, well, ma'am, it looks like this here city fella went ahead and got himself robbed and killed by a couple of drifters. He paused, looked me right in my face. Take your children home, ma'am. Wow. Everything changed after that night, especially with Rosemary. Fact, my whole family, come regulars down at the church. Rosemary ended up marrying the pastor's oldest boy. Now he the pastor. They got two boys and another in the oven. Now, you go on and tell me that ain't God. And see, baby, that was chapter 9, honey, of Muse. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back. We're going for a brief intermission. And Anna is an old lady, honey. She's an old backwoods slave. I love her, though. All right, people. Let's do this. It's Monday again, y'all. We back down here to the Almond Delights Reading Corner. This week, we'll be reading Muse, a love and gospel music novel by yours truly, Mr. Timothy Blaine. Why don't you guys go over to Amazon.com, download your books today. Don't forget to leave a review, y'all. And while you're over here at YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Mr. Timothy Blaine. Y'all go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, AlmondBrown09, over on Instagram. Email me. We over here reading, y'all. Are you ready? Shh. What y'all not gonna do is talk about Miss Edna, okay? We are on chapter 10, honey, of Muse. And so y'all heard what was going on with Carson. Baby Bianca done came out the woodworks. She done came out of his mind, his body, and his soul, okay? Oh, Lord. So we're on chapter 10. Back in the city. This was it. Opening night at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco. I was coming home in style. 4 nights at the Orpheum? Who would have thought? A year earlier, a successful musical production was not even on the radar, in fact. Is that really the truth? I don't know. Maybe Epstein had it right from the beginning. Not only was the Muse musical that voice, but he also just happened to perform only gospel music. And of course, I just happened to know Sky and Dallas, who just happened to be in the gospel music business. Then, of course, he would have been homeless so I could move him into my building and my life, which is where the whole novel music business really got started. Then there are just so many thens. Now here we all are back in the city. I wonder if all the old gang from the park would be in the audience. Bang, bang, bang. Hello, I said, opening the door of my room at the 8th Street Holiday Inn. Knocking kind of loud and kind of early, aren't you? There were 4 suited men standing in the doorway. Cops, no doubt about that. Carson Elliott, said one closest to me while holding up a badge. You are Carson Elliott? Yes, I am Carson, I said. Is there a problem? Hold, please. Disclaimer, there may be cussing and other things going along in this book, but you're here. Just a disclaimer. Okay. Yes, I'm Carson, I said. Is there a problem? Yeah, you could say that, said the second policeman. Step out of the room, sir. What? Step out of the room, sir, he repeated while presenting a pair of handcuffs. Keep your hands in front of you. I complied. What's this about, officers? I bet you can make a damn good guess, said the first officer. Put your hands on top of your head, clasping your fingers. No sudden moves. That damn apartment fire, I thought. They must have been waiting for. They sure didn't look like arson investigators. Hey, don't you need a warrant or something? Never fly without one, said a third cop, holding out an unfolded document. It was from Los Angeles. Are you here as my father or my attorney? I asked. We were sitting in the attorney interview room at 850 Bryant Street in San Francisco County Jail. Attorney for the moment, said the Republican. Carson, for the love of God, who was this Dr. Epstein? Were you seeing? You probably know more than I do. I'm in big trouble, Dad. What have they told you? For openers, you're being charged with the confirmed arson at our building, he said. That will at least buy us some time here in the city. You told me then you had nothing to do with it. I need you to tell me that again, son. I can't, Dad. I can only say I have absolutely no memory of. Most likely, you'll be charged with first-degree murder, he said. That's why the LA cops were a part of your arrest. Take your time, Carson. Let's start with how you knew this Dr. Epstein. I started seeing him soon after I arrived in LA. Dallas set me up with him. I was having problems, Dad. Delusions? Yeah, well, you know my story. Just as sick as. Go on, Carson. Our time is limited. Well, I figured I was over medicating again. Epstein was no pill pusher. He was actually a very good shrink. I started seeing him. This man's office was in Beverly Hills, he said. How could you afford something like that? So you do know a few things. I've seen the warrant and I've spoken with two of your friends, he said. Actually, that was right here in the outer lobby. They were under the impression they could bail you out. That won't happen. Not with the LA charges pending. You'll be arraigned on Monday. Dallas and Sky here? Actually, it's Dallas and another guy. I don't know him. I think he's with the record company. Scratch? Yeah, that's him. That's some kind of name. So your friends knew this doctor? Was that personally or professionally? He was Sky's psychiatrist for a while, I said. All that trouble a couple of years back, they were picking up the tab. Damn, I can't believe this has actually happened. This is no fucking dream. What's that supposed to mean? It's really, really complicated, Dad. I can't give you solid answers because I really don't. How's Mom? Stay focused, he said sternly. What do you mean by it's no dream? I dreamed I killed him a couple of months back, I said. It shook me up really bad. So bad, in fact, that I called his office to cancel our next appointment. I decided not to see him again. But you did see him again? Yes, I did. I'm very sick, Dad. A lot sicker than we. Okay, so this is what's going to happen, Carson. First, and listen to me well, you're not going to say anything about this case to anyone, not to cops, and especially not to any inmate. This place is crawling with rats. Believe me, I know. They've got me in an isolated cell. An old cop trick, he said. 5 to 1, you will be getting a special cellmate tonight. Don't say anything, even remotely concerning your case to that person. Keep conversation to a bare minimum. I don't care what he says or looks like. There's a good chance he'll be testifying in your trial. I'll retain a criminal attorney for you by tomorrow morning. After that, it will be him communicating with you in this way. Think hard, son. Is there something that you need to tell me now? Whatever you say, I can't be compelled to testify. You're asking me if I did this. I think maybe you're afraid to ask me straight out. There's got to be some kind of evidence, son. They wouldn't send cops up here with a warrant if I didn't do it, I yelled. I could never kill anybody, Dad. You must know that. But you know something, he said. Carson, I know you know more than your. Not now, Dad. I can't. There was a buzzing sound accompanied by a blinking red light on the wall over the door. Not a word to anybody, Carson, said my father, standing. Remember what I've told you. You look like shit, said the Muse. I'm real sorry this has happened to you, Carson. Really? I said. How about Epstein? How are you feeling about what happened to him? It was you that said I should see him again, right? If it makes you feel better to blame me, go ahead. I'll take the heat. I had stopped seeing him. The man was in the clear, damn it. It's not over, he said. What? Think about it. She's got to be right here with us, right? All right, enough of the games, dude. I'm facing life, maybe even the fucking death penalty. You know something, say it, or leave me the fuck alone. You've got a multiple personality disorder, he said. Technically, I guess I'm one of them. Technically, it's different with us. You know me, we're able to communicate. I'm not a doctor, Carson. I thought Epstein could help us. It's the only reason I said, I never dreamed it would come to this. You mean help me, don't you? After all, you don't really exist, I said. Nobody's going to death row but me. So you're telling me I've got some murderous, sick bitch living in my brain? That it? Something's not right about this, Carson. Not right? What the? You can go now. Something's not right, he repeated. I knew about the fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? I couldn't stop or do anything about it. But I knew. What are you saying? Dr. Epstein was drugged, zip tied to a chair, and then shish kebab with a blowtorch. How could I not know that? I mean, not know anything since anything. Come on, dude. Hey, shut the fuck up, asshole, yelled a voice from another cell. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit all motherfucking night. Hey, said Dallas through a phone line from the other side of a wire mesh glass. I don't know what to say, man. How are you, Carson? I think I may starve to death, I said. I can't eat the shit they give us in here. Thanks for coming, Dallas. Everybody sends their love, he said. They're only going to let you have 2 visits today, though. Dallas, what do you need me to do? We'll do anything to help, brother. Well, the first thing you can do is finish the show. Second, try to keep this out of the papers. Too late for that. You mean second page of the Chronicle? It will be all over the LA papers by tomorrow morning. Sorry. You know these pigs actually search your asshole before throwing you in here? We don't have a lot of time, Carson, he said. Scratch wanted to come really bad. He and Sky are out in the lobby. I thought I could see two people today. Yeah, that's not going to be either of those two, though. You remember me telling you about the ex cop who broke our case wide open? Yeah, Derek Samuel. Works for One Love Church, right? He's here? He's the best, Carson. Pastor Brown flew him up overnight. This is a real mess, Dallas, I said. I'm so sorry for getting you guys involved. That poor man, all he wanted to do was help me. You guys sent me to him. Please tell Scott I had nothing to do with this, Dallas. I swear. Looks like it happened the night before we left LA, he said. I wonder what took them so long. I mean, if they really think you had something to do with it, shouldn't they have? Those two LA cops, they look kind of familiar. That's what Scratch said. He thinks maybe they've been following the show. In fact, he's pretty sure one of them had been fronting as a photographer for the promoter. So they've been talking to the cast and crew? Yeah, said Dallas. Not only that, I talked to Miss Edna this morning. She was just leaving the Beverly Hills police station. She said they threatened to arrest her for obstruction of justice. Oh my God, Dallas, you've got to believe me. I don't know anything about. I believe you're telling the truth as best as you can, brother, he said. I also know a little about what you've been going through lately. Damn it, they must have something, Carson. I've got an attorney. Your dad? My dad's a corporate attorney, I said. Besides, no way would a judge allow him to represent me. The guy's name is Benton, Clarence Benton. No doubt he'll be contacting you guys. Anything you want us to say or not say? Just be honest, Dallas. The last thing I want is to suck you and Sky into this hole with me. What's going on with his dad? They're offering him a deal if he pleads on 2 counts of first degree. He could get out? Right. The deal is for 42 years, he said, which means if everything went smoothly, he can get out just in time for his funeral. Not likely, though. I sure hope you got the right guy, man. Seems competent. He was here a couple of hours ago, I said. This arson thing is the very least of it, though. What they all want is to get me back to LA. The show closes tonight, of course, said Dallas on a lighter note. Scratch says he's staying. Damn. What did you do to that man? I'm still trying to wrap my head around him being interested in dudes. Seems like he's a lot more interested in you, man. He's sweet, I said. You know he's got to be wondering, though, Dallas. Man hardly knows me. All I know is his nose is wide open. All he talks about is Carson Elliott. That started before we left LA. I think I may be falling in love with him, Dallas. This is great timing, huh? And so it went. I was arraigned on the arson charge based on circumstantial evidence. Before the judge would allow me to plead, he ordered a psychological evaluation, which actually became two. The first psychiatrist had to concede that he was out of his league. Apparently, he caught a fleeting glimpse of the personality named Bianca. Considering what had happened to the last psychiatrist to encounter her, and also considering something she apparently said to him in that moment, he decided it was best for him and his young family to pass the case on to a more seasoned professional. The second doctor encountered no such person. His recommendation was that I be tried and treated like any other criminal. Of course, none of the players in this case, with the exception of the insurance company, had any real interest in the outcome of a simple case of arson where not a single person had been injured. I was offered a deal and quickly convicted of a slightly lesser charge. Sentenced to 3 years probation on a misdemeanor, I was released and then immediately rearrested and handed over to the LA homicide detectives. "Hello, Derek," I said from behind a plexiglass wall in the visiting room of the LA County Jail. "The food is even worse here." "Okay, so I've got what they've got against you," he said. "I'm afraid it's not looking good, Mr. Elliott." "Please don't call me that," I said, mentally preparing myself for the worst. Derek Samuel was the full-time chief of security at One Love Body of Believers Church. He also worked for the Stratton Records when needed and was the primary reason Edna, Scott, and Dallas had not met with untimely deaths 2 years prior. A middle-aged single Irishman with brown hair and a thick red mustache, Derek had been a sergeant with the LAPD until the botched case resulting in the death of Joey White's partner, Dwayne Brown, landing him on a desk. Feeling the man had been treated unfairly and used as a public scapegoat, Pastor Brown had offered him a position. When trouble came to visit 2 years back, Derek was given the job of protecting Dallas and all those around him. "So, what have they got?" I asked. "Tapes," he said, "and a witness." "What? How do you know this?" "I spent most of my adult life on the force. I've got a few friends." "How can they have a witness when I didn't?" "The tapes are more important at this point," he said. "The witness, Mrs. Shelby, can only offer hearsay, most likely inadmissible as evidence. You know who she is, of course." "Yeah, sure. That Epstein's secretary and receptionist. She saw or heard something?" "Worse. She taped your last session with the doctor." "What? What the? Is that even legal?" "I'm not a lawyer, Carson. She's also willing to swear she heard you threaten to kill him, burn the hair and the wrinkles off his skull. Something like that." "I never said anything like it's on tape." "Well, the fucking tape is wrong." "This Shelby woman, she can testify that she admitted you into his office, that moments later the doctor hit a buzzer signaling her to record the session, and that you came out of the office alone." "He was still alive. I hadn't touched him." "True. Tell me about Bianca." And scene. That was chapter 10 of Muse, honey. So we see Bianca is the one starting all of this trouble. Let me drop my link really quickly for those of you, if you may come up here, if you want to come up here and discuss what we read chapter 10 and chapter 11, you can do so. You do not have to show your face. Have your avatar up, just don't show nothing else. Okay. But yeah, so we see Carson is getting dug deeper and deeper into this whole thing with his multiple personalities. Bianca is a whole, she the B word. She around here killing people and like burning stuff up. So we thought that Spider-Man, which was his first muse, which was his first multiple personality that he encountered, we thought it was him that was doing the bad things. But in all actuality, it seems like he's really trying to help Carson, but he is not stronger than Bianca. So Bianca is around here kung fu fighting her way to the front, you know what I'm saying, past all of the other multiple personalities to come out front and she's doing all of this stuff. And it's crazy that they recorded the last session. So I guess we'll have to see if that's really legal or not for them to record that and then the tapes be released because it's supposed to be um patient doctor confidentiality, right? So, but they recorded it, so we'll see what Shelby gonna do. But I think Bianca may find her way to Shelby. Maybe Shelby. I don't think Shelby gonna live too much longer. Maybe they gonna get to that. They gonna get to that assistant. Okay, one way or another. I think they're gonna get to that assistant. But yeah, so the book is getting even more deeper and deeper into this whole thing of multiple personalities. You know, I think that's a conversation that needs to be had. You know, talk about it. If you know, do y'all know anybody with multiple personalities? You know, with DID, dissociative identity disorder. That's the multiple personalities or whatever. So, do y'all know anybody like that? I've never met anyone like that. Um, so, you know, that'll be I don't know. That'll be hard. I'm sure it's hard for somebody to live with a person like that. Girl, you done met somebody like that? Oh, well, yeah, you know the profession that you in. I'm sure you ran into somebody like that. Oh wow. So she met somebody like that. I don't know nobody like that or whatnot. Not saying I don't know anybody knowingly. I'll say that. Because it could be any one of y'all. Any one of y'all here and I here on this other side of the computer screen can have DID, multiple personality disorder, and all that other stuff. And you just don't know. They just know how to deal with it, how to maintain it, and things of that nature. Um, but yeah, but I wonder if the medication was keeping it at bay because he stopped taking the medications and it seemed like Bianca had just come out in full force even more. But I don't know. Yeah, right. Japanese cherry maid. You don't know. You just don't know. You know, a lot of things people. What do you think about Edna's story? Edna's story was real. I mean, I'm glad that the sheriff did. I guess he covered up for her daughter, knocking that man in the back of his head. Baby, she came with that 2x4 and she knocked the crap out of him. But when she said the changed name when she first said that, I was like, well, did they change the identity of the man? But no. She said she used to call him, for lack of better words, what was in the book, old cracker sheriff. That's what she called him. But when he did that and told her to take her kids home and call her Miss Edna as opposed to whatever it was he was calling her, and she called him Sheriff Reed, then it was then that she had some sense of trust, I think, with white people in that area. But I'm glad that her daughter was able to, they found God and they started going to church together. And like she said, she married the pastor's son, and the son became the pastor or whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, it's a good ending, so to speak, that we've seen so far. Because it may be something else, but it's a good ending to her story, and I guess why she's still where she is and what her kids were doing, or whatnot. But honey, Leroy, he said, "Oh no, Leroy ain't bit. He not fit to run." Oh, Leroy had to pray. He had to take that dad's gun, that shotgun, honey. But ain't nothing come out the end of that barrel. And it said barrel, not barrel. It come out the end of that barrel. And they talking about, Uncle Tim, they talking about the way Edna talk. It's really how he wrote it in the book. So she's like that old time grandma, mama that was like a housemaid back in the day or something like that. That's literally how it's written in the book. So when I first encountered Miss Edna in I think in the Epiphany. Was she in the Epiphany? I think she was in the Epiphany. That's why I first encountered her. But of course, you got Love and Gospel Music, then the Epiphany, but we read them out of order. But I encountered her there. And so as soon as I saw the way it was written, I already knew in my mind what accent, that old southern accent, I guess that's what I was gonna give her. But yeah, what do y'all think about Edna's story? Hey Maverick. Yes, honey, they go to multiple personalities. Hey, they come out. I guess I have a multiple personality, baby, when I get into character. Okay, when I got to talk like Miss Edna, I would talk like Miss Edna. Okay, and Bianca is a hoe. Okay, at first I thought Bianca was the scratch, not the scratch, but the Super Spider-Man person talking, but then realized it's a whole chick. And she was in here. Bianca talks in all caps. Okay, it's like she yelling everything she say. Bianca is yelling at you the whole time in this book. Okay, she ain't whispering nothing. Baby girl is yelling. She want to make sure that Carson hears everything she got to say in the book. But I think Miss Edna is a real sweet lady. What now? I hope it is like a sweet love story or something that happens with her. I hope she don't like die a miserable death like how they tried to kill her, Sky and Dallas back in the Epiphany. They really tried to kill them back then and blow them up, so or burn them up. But yeah, so that was Muse. We will be back next week. While you guys are here, make sure you drop your chocolate and your sun emojis in the chat while I do my church announcements, since no one is going to come up. First order of business, and this I know y'all talked to me on um Saturday, and I told you guys that my Cash App had stopped working or they closed it. So today it was crazy. They closed another one. So I had to make another Cash App. So this is the new Cash App, Shadia. I saw you dropping the old one. I know you didn't know, but this is the Cash App here. So $ Almond Delights for those of you that have been sending love offerings or whatnot. So if you send it to any of the old ones that you had, it's gonna tell you that the person is not receiving payments or whatever at that time. Listen, if they shut this one down, that's it. I'm not doing another one. It's just whatever. It is what it is. I'm not doing another one. I don't think so, because it's too much. So I turned it into a business account. So hopefully it just. Mm, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I think, because I ain't gonna let the enemy win. I'm not. So I'm just gonna leave that where it's at. And I just want you guys to be aware that there is another page around here that says Almond Brown '09. Okay, it ain't me. It's not me. The picture is different in the way that they put the name. The '09, there's a space after Brown. No, I'm not. After Brown, so it says Almond Brown is together. And it's a capital A, capital B, and then the '09 is the space between it. So that person has been going around saying nasty things in Uncle Tim chat or whatever. First it was Almond Brown, and then they put Almond Brown '09 on the end of it. So if y'all see that person, y'all know how I talk or whatnot. So it ain't me. Block it if you wanna. I don't know if they're saying something crazy to you. Block it. Y'all know I don't even get down like that, saying nothing nasty and saying nothing crazy to people. Okay. If I'm gonna say it, it'll be up here during a red light special, and that's it. I'm not just or reading out the book. But Wednesday night we do Wednesday night we will be back here for our Around the World with Us, but it's gonna be a special edition this week. We're gonna be around the world with a praise, honey. So yes, yes, yes. Myself as well as Polo. Well, her name is now It's Just Polo and not Polo the creator. It's Just Polo now. So we'll be back here Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For we're still gonna give you guys a story, but we're also gonna include our praise. Y'all know, we were going to do it yesterday, but due to whatever circumstances that came about, we're going to be doing it on Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday at 9:30. So this Saturday, prayerfully I will not be late to movie night, but I just want to let you guys know my son is starting travel basketball, and so a lot of our tournaments are out of town. Okay. So I may have to change movie night. I'm not sure, but we will see how everything goes, because if it's the tournaments are on Saturdays and Sundays, if it's not close enough to where I can come back home, then we'll be staying out of town. If I know ahead of time, then I'll bring my laptop. If not, I'll let you guys know ahead of time that we will not be having movie night, but we're going to stay on the Saturday for now. So thank you to everybody that came out Saturday and you guys wanted to watch the movie, but we were not watching it. But y'all still sat and chill with me while I was at the shop. Hey, Grinder, y'all still sat and chill with me at the shop or whatnot. So, and this Friday, now I'm gonna tell y'all, but just in case I can't, just in case, let me see. This Friday, I am going to try to do just a special edition, just the after Valentine's Day edition of a red light special. Of the red light special. So for those of you that have never been to a red light special, I implore you to go down my video list. It may be in the playlist. You can go and listen to those videos from the red light special that I had going on, myself and my co-hosts or whatnot. So I didn't talk to them about it. So this Friday it may only be just me this week, this Friday, because it's just impromptu. Mr. Pisces had done came back, and I love me some Mr. Pisces, and so I don't know, maybe he'll show back up again on Friday night, because he loved those shows on Friday or whatnot. So if I'm not busy, if I ain't busy, Friday night. We will be here at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like how we always do. And we're gonna talk about Valentine's Day, and you know what I'm saying? Yes, for those of you that did get your freak on today, you can get your listen on Friday. I will be dropping the link so you guys can come up and give us if you have any Valentine's Day stories or horrors. Okay, you can let us know that. Miss Marla, if you're still here, I got your email. I will respond back to you. I just be resting before I have to come on this show. I like to rest in the mind and stuff like that because I got to do this, girl. It's a whole setup, baby, with the lights and the things and stuff like that. So I like to get every last second, every last second I can get. So, but yeah, I will respond back to your message, Miss Marla, if you're still listening in the clouds. But yes, if you guys see the pinned, Shadia, what you doing there for? Shadia, what you doing that for? I'm just trying to figure out. You looking forward to Friday? Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to get up here and give us some of your advice. Japanese. But what was I about to say? Oh, the pinned comment to the top. If you guys have not purchased your book of Murder in the Bee Sector, like y'all really it been some clicks on the book or whatnot. It's been some clicks on it. But if you guys have not gotten your audible version of Murder in the Bee Sector, written by Mr. Timothy Blaine, which is the same author of the book that I am reading now, please click that link. It'll also be in the description bar below. Go there and purchase your book. If you're a new Audible listener, that'll be even better. You guys can click that link and allow Murder in the Beast Sector to be the first book that you purchase in your new account. That'll be wonderful. But if you're an old Audible listener, you can also purchase it there as well. Okay. You can purchase it. You know, say if you already have an account, there's another book in the description bar. His Dream, Her Nightmare, that Miss Marla Morris, she's one of our Almond Delights as well, that she authored and I narrated. So the link to that book is also in the description box below, where you guys can go and click and get your book. So that'll be pretty dope. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. So meet me back here on Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Around the World with a Praise. And then meet me back here Friday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a red light special. How did that flow? Lord Jesus. How does that flow, honey? How does that flow? If you guys have any gifts that you've gotten or you purchased for your friends or was purchased for you for Valentine's Day, you can share those. If you have any tips, tricks, turns, and everything else, you guys can come and share it there too. Please make sure you are 18 years or older for that show. I ain't got nothing to do with you and your parents. If you ain't, I don't want to hear nothing because this lane over here, you be 18 years or older, honey, and just, you know what I'm saying, responsibly. Do stuff responsibly is all I'm saying. But anyways, I'm gonna go. A day in between, right? Will you help me? Cassie, Shadia needs your help. Cassie gonna be here. Child, you slept all Valentine's Day. Me too. I was chill. I was on chill mode. I was on chill mode. I thought I had to work today too, and I didn't. Thank God. I looked at that darn schedule, and I was like, "Wait a minute, no." But I was looking at the wrong day. It was next Monday that I'm working. So that's good. So I'm about to go get back in the bed now. Took my shower, all that good stuff. I'm about to lay it down. It's 10 o'clock. Yep. Cassie on the other side. Yeah, she probably is. I thought she would have her other device or whatnot, but I love y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. See me back here next Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. for another read of Muse down here at the corner. Okay. Smile at somebody. It'll change their day. It may even change your day, honey, even with a mask on. They can still see in your eyes. Listen. Oh, and real quick, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something before y'all leave. Okay. I love y'all, right? Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all love me. Y'all been over here listening to me long enough. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know my character. Y'all know all of that. So I just want to appreciate those of you that, and if you know. If you don't, you don't. But I just want to appreciate y'all and those that's not here. You know that know my character and know who I am and know how I move. Okay. I will never be, and I say never with capital letters. I would never I just would never step outside of who I really am to appease anybody. I won't. I can't. That's not who I am. It's not in my DNA. It's not in my makeup. I'm a loving person. And for a lot of y'all down there in the chat box, I am too loving. I am too loving. Some people tell me, oh my God, if I was you, I would have did this and that and third. But I know you like people and you just love, like I love and I love for real. When I tell y'all I love y'all with the love of God, it be so for real. You know what I'm saying? So nothing or nobody can make me step outside of who I am and who I truly am just to fit in, just to appease anybody. So I love all of y'all. Okay, even if y'all don't like somebody that I love, it's okay because I'm still gonna love them. I'm still gonna love you regardless. So I want y'all please to hold on to that and know that about Almond Brown. Okay, if you know me by my real name, okay, all of that. Love me, for who you know I am. You know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, this is what you're gonna get 24/7, 365 on the screen, off the screen. And Angela, I don't know if she's still here or because I think she was at work or whatever. She's met me in person. She can attest to that. And a lot of y'all have also spoken to me or whatnot. But this is who I am. This is who I truly am, and I'm not gonna change that for nobody, nothing to nobody. I made a post on my wall. I may not be perfect to you, but I'm perfect for him. And when I said that, I was talking about the Lord, okay? Which I know some of y'all thought I was talking about a man, okay? But I'm not talking about a physical man in the flesh. That's not what that's not who I was talking about. But if you thought I was talking about that, you can take that with you too. Take that with you too, I guess. I don't know. But like I said, I'm just a nobody. Trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Okay, that's just who I am. And like I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. I appreciate y'all for staying, the interactions, the love offerings, the love blessings, the ones that y'all send to my children, the love that y'all send to my children, for those that say, that give my kids well wishes when y'all know that they have games and different things like that. Like, I really do appreciate y'all, because y'all ain't have to do it. Y'all don't have to be here, but y'all do take y'all time to come down here and listen to me. It may not be, it may not be some of what you may be used to, quote unquote, or whatnot, but I'm just going to be me. I can only be me. Girl, that's all I know. That's all the song, ain't it? I'm just nobody. Trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Lord, she's talking about she's talking about the Lord, y'all, false alarm. What you thought was going on, Cassie? Lord. But anyways, y'all come back here Wednesday. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Smile at somebody. It'll change your day. It may even change their day, honey, even with a mask on. They can still see it in your eyes. I love you guys with the love of God. And there is what, honey? Nothing you can do about it. I'm going to play my other outro. I'll talk to y'all later, child. If you got your headphones on, just turn them down just a little bit. Bye, y'all.
Everybody gonna feel this pain. Come on,